This is part 2 of the previous video. In this video, we will reinstall the drum and reassemble the washing machine. This is a new drum. I'm fitting the door seal. Right now, I'm connecting the hose between the drum and the dispenser. Make sure the hose is properly connected. This is the pressure switch pipe, which links the drum to the pressure switch. Now I'm installing the counterweight. When reattaching the counterweight, do not use a power tool to tighten it fully. Use a power tool only to screw it in lightly. Then switch to a manual tool for final tightening. The counterweight must be securely fastened. If it's loose, it can cause serious damage. I'm now tightening the counterweight manually using an Allen key. Each drum uses different screw sizes. This one takes a size 40 Allen key. The counterweight is now fitted. I'm installing the motor next. This is a BPM motor. You can see how clean the pulley is, unlike the old drum, which was leaking. I'm fitting the motor now. Use 2 screws to secure it. Start manually to avoid damaging the threads. Don't force it. Just align and tighten gently. The motor is now properly connected. Next, I'm installing the drive belt. When installing the belt, do not use a screwdriver or struggle. There's an easy way. First, loop the belt onto the motor side, then rotate the drum pulley slowly, clockwise or counterclockwise, to guide the belt into position. This process not only helps install the belt, but also teaches good technique. The belt is now fitted easily. Make sure it sits in the middle of the pulley, not off to one side, so it spins evenly without slipping or rubbing. Now I'm checking the shock absorbers. Always make sure they're in good condition. If possible, replace them with new ones. Faulty shock absorbers cause the drum to bang against the cabinet during the spin cycle. Secure the shock absorbers using a screwdriver and ensure the clips are tight. Some washing machines have 3 or 4 shocks, but this model has only 2. Now I'm placing the drum back into the cabinet. When returning the drum into the cabinet, and check that no wires get trapped. Since the machine is laid down flat, be careful. Next, I'm attaching the 2 suspension springs, one on each side.
The washing machine, we finish this side.
Move to the opposite side of the cabinet near the motor and pump. This is where the shock absorber goes. The cabinet is cracked, so if we screw it directly, it will make noise. We need to use a chassis repair plate. Place the plastic side of the chassis plate against the cabinet to avoid scratching or rattling. This plastic part helps absorb vibrations and keeps it quiet. Now I'm securing the plate and shock absorber with screws, done manually, not with a power tool. We've repaired one side with the chassis plate. The other side is fine, no cracks. So I'm attaching the shock absorber directly as it was. Always tighten it manually. Now we're connecting the sump hose from the drum to the pump. This is the main outlet hose. When attaching it to the drum, make sure it's sealed all around, 360 degrees. If it leaks, it could cause major water damage, especially on wooden floors or carpets. So tighten it very securely.
Okay.
On the pump side, dry the hose with a towel before connecting. Water makes it slippery and it may come loose later. Use the special clip tool to secure the sump hose. I'll attach the motor wires and heater wires. Start by clipping the wires properly. If there's no clip, use a cable tie. I'm connecting the wires to the heater element, live, neutral, and earth. Make sure they're in the correct positions and not mixed up. Now I'm connecting the NTC sensor wire. Double check all wires are attached securely, then recheck the... Alright, just to remind you, it wasn't just a drum replacement today. We also checked the filter, inspected the pump, and carried out a full service on the washing machine. Now that the internal work is complete, we need to lift the washing machine back into a standing position as it was lying flat on the floor to make the drum replacement easier. Next step, installing the counterweight. Take a look at the counterweight. It's quite heavy, over 10 kilograms, so please be careful and make sure you don't hurt yourself while handling it. When you're fixing the counterweight in place, here's a tip. Use a power tool only to start the screws, just to get them going. Then switch to manual tightening. That's the best practice to avoid over-tightening or damaging the threads, so always finish screwing manually and securely. The counterweight helps the washing machine stay in one place and run smoothly. Alright, the counterweight is now fully secured. Let's move on to the next step. I hope you're enjoying all the steps so far. Right now, I'm fitting this hose, which is the main connection between the detergent dispenser and the drum of the washing machine. This hose is very important. If it's not fitted properly, it can cause water to leak onto the floor. In particular, if you ever notice a puddle of water on the left side of the washing machine, especially just beneath the detergent drawer, this hose is likely the reason. Machine and see water leaking from that area, check the dispenser hose first. It's often the source of the problem. This is something that really needs attention, especially for engineers. To be honest, I've done this job for many years and I've seen that many engineers don't take enough care when fitting this hose. If it's not seated and clamped securely, it will leak no matter how good the rest of the job is. So my advice, always make sure this hose is fitted properly, tight, secure and leak-free. It's a small part of the job, but it makes a big difference in the overall performance and reliability of the machine. Okay. So we've reached the final stage of the assembly after repairing the washing machine and changing the drum. As you can see, I'm now connecting the console. This console is attached to the dispenser body. Make sure the dispenser for the soap is correctly fitted. You can do this by opening and closing the dispenser drawer. Now, we need to screw it to connect it to the main body of the machine. This plate is located on top of the counterweight. Its purpose is to protect against any accidents or damage. If the counterweight were to break suddenly, this plate would stop it. Next, I am connecting the wires to the solenoid valve. The solenoid valve is also known as an electromagnetic valve. I am now securing it with a screw. It is now properly
this one,
fitted.
you need to secure one screw. Yeah, it is fine now. We finished. So now, look, this one is for the pressure switch.
The pressure switch in a washing machine serves a critical role in controlling the water level during the wash cycle. Its main purposes are: 1. Regulate water filling. The pressure switch detects the water level inside the drum by sensing the air pressure in a tube connected to the bottom of the tub. As the water fills the tub, the air pressure in the tube increases. When the pressure reaches a set point, the switch signals the control board to stop filling with water. Finally, I'm placing the top cover of the washing machine and screwing it in. This model uses 2 screws to secure the top cover. Some models may use 3. Now I'm screwing the top in. Please keep in mind, for today's video, this is just a training demonstration, so I will not be turning off the water supply before connecting the hose. This is only because of the current outdoor setup and the purpose of this training. However, when you are doing this in a real situation, you must always turn off the washing machine, installing the door seal, rubber gasket, thus part of full rebuild series. So here's where we are. The inner part of the rubber seal has already been fitted and properly secured to the drum. Now I'm working on the outer part, which needs to be carefully positioned onto the front edge of the cabinet. Make sure the rubber fits snugly and evenly all the way around the lip of the cabinet. That's what keeps it sealed during washing and spinning. Take your time to check that it's fitted correctly across the full 360 rack. Once the seal is in place, it's time to secure it using the door seal retainer. That's the metal ring with a spring. When you're fitting the retainer, always make sure the spring section is facing toward the door. This is very important for safety reasons. If the spring is exposed, children or anyone reaching inside the drum might touch it accidentally, and it could cause cuts or bleeding. So again, take your time, make sure everything is fitted properly and securely, and always keep safety in mind. That's what I'm doing now, securing the outer seal with the retainer, safely and correctly. Let's move on to the next step. Final stage, closing the door and testing the washing machine. Alright, so now the job is complete. The new drum has been fitted, the new rubber seal is installed, and we've fully reassembled the washing machine as you can see here. Now we're at the final stage, which is to close the door and test the machine. But look, when we try to close the door, it's not locking properly. So, what's the reason? One possible reason is that it's a new rubber seal, which can still be a bit stiff at first. However, the main reason in this case is the limescale buildup around the door glass frame. That buildup is preventing the door from sealing properly. To fix this, you need to clean the limescale thoroughly using soap or a proper limescale remover. This is something customers should always be aware of. Limescale can cause issues like this, so it's important to clean the door glass regularly. Final advice and outro. Full washing machine service complete. Alright, now the job is fully completed. The new drum is installed, the rubber door seal is fitted, and the entire washing machine has been reassembled. I've done a full service, cleaning, checking blockages, replacing worn parts, and now I'm about to plug the machine in and run a full test cycle. As I'm working here in the customer's home, the customer himself and his family have been watching the whole process, from removing the old drum to installing the new one and giving the machine a full service. So now I'm also taking this moment to advise the customer directly, and at the same time, I want to share the same advice with you, my YouTube followers. Let me start by introducing myself properly. I am a professional washing machine engineer working for one of the biggest appliance service companies in the UK. I've been in this industry for over 10 years, and everything I share here comes from real hands-on experience, visiting customers' homes every day, repairing machines just like this one. Today's topic recap. Today's topic was how to replace a washing machine drum and perform a full service. While doing this job, we also checked for blockages, cleaned the sump, inspected and explained parts like the pressure switch, properly fitted the door rubber seal. So this isn't just a repair, it's also a learning opportunity. Important advice for customers. Before using your washing machine, always check your pockets. You'd be surprised how many problems are caused by small items left inside. Coins, keys, screws or tools, hair clips or hairbands. These things can block the filter, damage the drum, or break the drain pump. So please, take 10 seconds before every wash to check your pockets. It's a small habit that can save your machine and extend its life. For future engineers, if you're someone who is training to become an appliance engineer, this channel is going to be a valuable resource for you. I'll be sharing real techniques, tips, and experience that you won't find in college or textbooks. Everything I show here is what I've learned from the field. Real jobs, real faults, real customers, and I'm giving it to you here for free. What's next? This is just the beginning. We're going to cover all washing machine faults, common and rare error codes, step-by-step repairs, real working techniques from the field. If you leave a comment with the issue you're facing, I'll be happy to advise you with solutions based on my experience. Final words. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and share. It helps others find this content too. And don't forget to subscribe, so every time I upload a useful video, you'll be the first to see it. That's it for today. Good luck to all of you, and I wish you the very best.